What's up, Ytpc? Uncle Willie coming to you from the coop. I apologize now if this video runs a little longer than usual, but I got a bunch of stuff I like to show off. I don't consider myself a show off, but I'd like to show off the contents of a couple Yabos, but they've already been opened, so they're Nabos. So that way you didn't have to go through the painstaking watching of me taking all the paper and bubble wrap and everything out of it. So start with, last week, as everybody knows, or most everybody knows, Cornell and Deal did their small batch release of their 30th year anniversary called Anthology. That was on the 13th. But by the time I got up and went online, they were sold out. And their price was like $11.15 a tin. So I searched around, I found some at another place that was like 14 something a tin. So for two of them, it cost me like 36 bucks because I had to pay the shipping. So they arrived today. I got an email yesterday saying they had been shipped. So I figured it'd be a couple days, and then I checked the tracking today and it said out for delivery. So here it is. 2 tins of the 30th year anniversary called Anthology. I'll just tell you real quick, I'm not gonna read all this info on the back of it, but it makes me suspect about something here. 2003 red Bijou, Virginia, Bijou. 2018 Carolina red flake. They sold out of 2018 Carolina red flake when they were doing the small batch in 2018. 2020 Carolina red flake with Perique. They sold out of Carolina red flake in 2020 that was made with Perique. Genuine Louisiana Perique, St. James Parish. Well, according to Jeremy Reeves, they do have an exclusive contract with a farmer in St. James Parish. That's where they're going to source their Perique for their blends now and for the future. So here is my first Nabo. Second Nabo, somebody posted in one of the Facebook groups that small batch had the Anthology. And I was like, well, I was on there earlier and it showed that it was out of stock. And you got that little thing that says one-time alert. I didn't click on it because it was only a one-time deal. They only do the 30th anniversary one time. So I went on Smoking Pipes, and guess what? They had it back in stock. So I bought 2 more tins from Smoking Pipes. I had already had my cart full to add this to it so I would get free shipping, but it was sold out. So I just deleted what was in my cart and just said, F it, I'm not gonna buy anything. I wasn't gonna buy all the other stuff because I was getting that to go with this to make the free shipping. Well, to make the free shipping, since they offered it back up for 11 something a tin, I went ahead and ordered just one more item to make it, to get the free shipping. And that is a new lighter. Everybody can use a new lighter. Now I've already opened it. Here's a little info package. I've already opened it and filled it, and it works. I haven't used it, but it's the old boy style. It's shorter than the regular ones. So let me turn that up just a little bit. So since this came yesterday, the one I ordered first, it came today. But while I was on the ordering binge last Wednesday on the 13th, I made an order from a company over in the UK. And I'll get into that in just a moment because I want to pop the top on one of these. Because I want to smoke some. Come on here. The typical propaganda they put in the top of it. And then of course, 2 more hockey pucks to go to that. Get out of there. Get out of there. Ah, yeah. Bready Barnyard. Broken flake. I'm gonna throw some right down here. Break it up. Because I'm getting ready to show you something else. It's a Bready Barnyard. I was holding it over my valet because I knew I was going to spill some. So, while I break this up, I made another order from the UK. And I have quite a few pipes that are just laying around with nowhere to go, no home for them. So, count pipe rack, and this just comes right off, and these unscrew. I put it together in like 2 minutes. It's rustic looking, so it makes it look like homemade. 40 bucks. I thought that was a deal. So to go along with that, a Rogers pipe knife. This blade, it said it was good for cutting plug, but it's not big enough to cut plug tobacco. But I seen a guy in a video that does snuff. He uses this little end to take his snuff. So that's a pretty good idea. It's got the poker. Little tamper. I like the tamper because it's sort of rounded. Mosquito already. Sort of rounded, but it's solid. It's made pretty sturdy inside there. I've been wanting one of these, and for the price of it, I couldn't pass it up. Next up, this is made by a Dunhill Offspring. This is a Parker, and it is the bright red London Briar bright red chunky Lovat. So I'm going to add some of this Anthology inside this chunky Lovat. The bowl looks to be coated, so I'm just going to pack it. I don't worry about untreated bowls or uncoated bowls. I just load them and smoke them. Get a little bit more in there, top it off. I have one more item out of this package I want to show you, and then I got something else. So, let's give the old Cubata, the Caribe, a little run. And this works good, turning it up. Right off the bat, I agree with the 3 or 4 reviews that I've watched of it being mild. It's more reminiscent of the Carolina Red Flake from 18 or 19 with just the Carolina Red Flake. I don't usually tamp that early, and I didn't really tamp. I just wanted to pretend. This pipe is smoking pretty daggone good. Did I told you it was a Parker. The Chunky Levi. Red finish. It's a beautiful pipe to be inexpensive as what it was. So while I'm still puffing on this a little bit, pipe number 2, Hardcastle. That's made by Dunhill also. It comes in a little more fancier bag. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Sit it down for a minute and show you. I got the bag upside down, I know, but the pipe is coming out upside right. Can you say Zulu? This is a briar root, British made, number 146, Zulu shape. I'm gonna say it's like a group 3. Checkerboard finish, rustication. Sucker is beautiful. And I have to give Sam over at Doing It Wrong credit for this one, because I saw him smoking one, and when I saw it, I commented on his video right away and said, "Where'd you get that pipe?" He told me, so I ended up getting one myself. This is going to be a Garth and Hogarth pipe. Sucker's beautiful. The bit is comfy. It's light. It's like balanced, but it's so light you can't even hardly tell you got it in your mouth. This one is a little bit heavier, but it's a pretty light pipe also. Put the Zulu down. Give this a little tamp here. And with this, like all other Virginias, it's going to get that crust on the top that makes you going to think it's not smoking. You just have to break it up and dump it as needed. I'm glad I paid extra and got the other 2 tins. I think it'll age pretty good. But I'm thinking about giving one away at my 250 gall. Which I'll explain that when it's time. Put it down again for a moment. So that's everything I got from those 3 companies. I was looking as I was chopping up some hard plug, some 3Ps the other day. I've got 2 knives that I use to slice up 3Ps, and salty dog, the harder plugs. But the one knife, you just can't get a good handhold on it. So I went ahead, while I was ordering, I went ahead and ordered me a knife for cutting up plugs. If I can get it open, I'll show it to you. Oh yeah, the old cleaver, and she is sharp. That's good feeling. I'm gonna be smoking some salty dogs later so I can try out my new knife to check it out. Assisted opening. I'm a Kershaw man because this is my everyday carry. And I've enjoyed Kershaw knives for years. So I got me a new plug cutter. Put it back in here for the time being until I put it away with all the other stuff. It came with a couple little screws, so in case you lose some that come out of the handle. I like the way Kershaw does that, give you extra parts. This lighter is lit every time so far. I played with it a little bit yesterday, of course, because it was brand new. And again, it's got the flint right inside there. You just screw it out, put it in. I can't do it like that, so I have to. I have to say, this tobacco is pretty good. For the first impressions, I'm impressed. And last but not least, I think I have everything else to show for. A bag of gold. A 5-pack of rubber plug. This, you don't need that knife to open. I haven't opened any of these, but they came yesterday and I could smell it through the package. And let's just pop one open here. I'll show you what this beauty looks like. And it breaks up so easy. Look, you can just tear off a piece like that and then rub it out. You don't need a knife with this. It's more like a crumble cake more than a plug. So there we have it. Thank you for sticking around this long if you did. If you didn't, or if you did, I'm sure you probably had to turn it up to 1.5 speed playback, so that way you'd be able to stay this long, because I don't usually do 20-minute videos, but I wanted to show off everything at once instead of doing 3 or 4 different little videos. I wanted to show you everything all at once. I can still smell that rubber. I actually got it on my fingers, and you know what that means? I'm gonna have to smoke a bowl of it now. And as I was telling you about the how it gets that little crust on the top from the Virginias, being that this is pretty much all Virginias with just a little Perique, it'll crust up on you. So don't fret. Yeah, I believe I see some rubber going into the old Zulu not long from now. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all sticking around. I want to thank each and every one of you again, as usual, for all the subscriptions and all the support. I gained a couple more subscribers. It only showed me one, and now I feel bad because I can't remember his name. But thanks. I subbed you back, and I watched a couple of your videos this morning. And I feel bad now. I can't remember. I can only remember part of it. It's old pipes. I don't think it was vintage, but it's these old pipes or this old pipe. Sorry, buddy, but I appreciate you. I'll give you proper recognition on the next video. So until next time, you know what to do. Stuff them and puff them.